Hello, Southwest Florida homeowners and homebuyers. Welcome to the 239 Real Estate Roundtable podcast, your go-to source for navigating the vibrant real estate landscape of our beautiful region. I'm your host, Kevin Tremmel, a local real estate agent, leader, and investor here in Southwest Florida. On this podcast, we bring you insights from the best in the business, top-notch real estate professionals, seasoned agents, and experts of everything from homeowners insurance to mortgages, maintenance, and repairs. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned homeowner, we've got you covered with tips, strategies, and valuable insights to make your journey in Southwest Florida's real estate market a breeze. Get ready to unlock the doors to successful home ownership. This is the 239 Real Estate Roundtable podcast, where we demystify the process, share insider knowledge, and ensure you're well equipped to make informed decisions. Let's dive in. All right. Hi, everybody. Denise Rubin is the $2.6 billion power woman in real estate. She is the number one agent in Aventura and the number 6 agent in all of Florida for Coldwell Banker. She's also a cast member of the American Dream TV show. She leads a team of 15 multilingual agents. Welcome to the show, Denise. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me, Kevin.
Awesome. Just so the audience can learn a little bit more about you, Denise, why don't you share your real estate story and how did you get into real estate and why?
Well, I was born and raised in Long Island, New York, and very entrepreneurial. As a teenager, I opened a boutique shop, ladies' clothing, always loved fashion, and was going to college at the same time. And I had a friend in Manhattan, and he had a real estate company and handled exclusive buildings. And he called me one weekend and said, my 2 salespeople are not showing up. I need you to come help. I said, I sell clothes. He said, I know you're such a good salesperson. Please man the sales office. I went to East 91st Street in Manhattan, and a building he had exclusive on, and sold 2 apartments that weekend. Never looked back. Got my real estate license, joined a real estate company that was number 1 at the time in Manhattan, and became their number 1 agent.
Nice. Awesome.
My ex-husband, who opened a dental practice here, and I was in South Miami, Pinecrest, Cocoa Plum, sold a lot of houses there. And when I got divorced, my parents lived in Aventura. I thought they'd help me with my kids so I could work hard like I do. And been in Aventura since 94.
Nice. Okay. So how long were you selling real estate up in Manhattan before you moved to Aventura?
Just like a year.
Okay. Gotcha. So the bulk of your experience and your business has always been South Florida, pretty much. Okay. Awesome. And Denise, what real estate brokerage are you with at the moment?
I am with Coldwell Banker, and it's a very good fit. They're global. They're in 44 countries, and I'm very much into global marketing and worldwide clients.
Right. How long have you been with Coldwell?
Altogether, probably like 10 or 11 years.
Okay. So a long time. And then who were you with before? Did you have like your own brokerage or were you with?
I did have Denise Rubin International Realty for a bit and a couple of other companies. I started at Turnberry when I first moved to Aventura.
Okay. Nice. And man, you must have seen, if you've been in South Florida since 94, you have ridden the wave of growth all the way from the beginning, and then a quick drop in 08, 09, and then it's only been uphill from then, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Awesome. Just for our viewers and our listeners and our audience, you specialize in high-end luxury real estate. What kind of drew you to specialize in luxury real estate over making like another specialty? So you focus on luxury real estate, very high-end listings, all in Southeast Florida. What drew you to specialize in luxury real estate instead of maybe like another specialty?
It just sort of came naturally.
Right.
In Turnberry, and there were a lot of new construction buildings then, just like there are now. And I started selling pre-construction and just the kind of clientele that would call me to list their property.
Right. Right. So it just kind of happened to be that where you were selling most of your business, where you lived, it just happened to be a good fit for you. Yeah. Gotcha. Well, and then your love for fashion, I'm sure kind of helps out a little too, right?
Sure. And
um,
little assistant, Mercedes, who everybody loves.
Hi, Mercedes. Is that the Denise Rubin mascot for the
Absolutely.
nice, nice, awesome, awesome. And what I especially like is that you have matching outfits
Oh, every day.
every day. Nice.
It's long.
Nice. I like it. That's awesome. I have a dog as well, but I haven't given him matching outfits. So maybe they make matching Under Armour polo shirts for us. So I'll take a page out of your book.
Okay.
That's awesome. And then, so Denise, tell us a little bit more. So you're the number one agent in Coldwell Banker in Aventura, and number six among all Coldwell Banker Florida agents. What does it mean to be number one and number six respectively? And like, how did you get there?
Well, it strictly goes by sales volume.
Right. Right.
We're hard work, a lot of
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Gotcha. And then how many agents do you know roughly ballpark if how many agents Coldwell Banker has in Florida?
Oh my goodness, thousands.
Thousand. Yeah. Yeah. A couple thousand. Yeah. And so
Couple hundred in this office alone.
how many in your office you said?
A couple hundred.
Wow.
A lot.
Yeah. A lot. Yeah. That's impressive. So you're one of the not even top 1%. I mean, you're one of the top 0.1% of agents. Yeah. That's very impressive. And then your first
All
well,
the, all the years.
all years. Yeah. Always at the top, not just 1 year, right? You're like the, you're like the Tom Brady New England Patriots era.
Yeah.
So another thing that I found impressive when I was reading through your bio and your profile and your website was that you have over $2.6 billion in personal sales about volume throughout your career. So tell us a little bit more, like how did it feel when you surpassed the 2.5 billion mark, and how does it feel to dominate the real estate market?
Well, it's great. I've really enjoyed my career. I have wonderful clients, both doctors, lawyers, teachers, celebrities. I sold Deion Sanders, a lot of sports people, Miguel Cabrera. I sold Donald Sutherland, and it's been fun working with famous people and successful people, as well as just everybody that I've worked with. And the good thing about it is they've referred their friends and family to me, and that's what builds your business. So because they trust me and they've come back, and people are kind of fickle. They buy something, they say, "This is my forever home." I get a call a few years later. I want to move
Right.
from a condo to a house, and good for me.
Yeah, right. That's funny that you have many clients that say it's their forever home and then you get a call a few years later. I think what the average American, I think, only stays in their house like 5 to 7 years or something. So yeah, definitely. And one thing that
I've been in their homes for a long time, 20, 30, 40 years. Well, good for them because they really score.
yeah, yeah, well, especially in Miami, right? I mean, Miami's always been hip and, fun and a good place to live, but I feel over the last 5 years, it's just exploded. Would you agree with that?
Yes, it did. The pandemic hit, and I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Is anybody going to move? And instead, it went wild. It
Yeah.
just, boom.
Yeah. Yeah. It sure did. And one thing I want to touch on that you just said, I'm just curious, and we'll kind of go touch on your marketing strategies here in a second, but you said that, it's been awesome working with your clients and everybody, and you get a lot of referrals. How much of your business would you say is referral based, like percentage wise?
I've never done the numbers, but I would say three quarters.
Wow. Wow. It's impressive. 75%. Okay. Awesome. So let's talk about marketing a little bit. I know you've received numerous awards for your innovative marketing programs and strategies. Yeah. As you can see in the back there, without giving away the secret recipe, of course. I know you still got to keep that, but Can you tell us a little bit more what marketing programs and strategies you use to promote your listings, whether it be locally? I also know you do a lot of international marketing. So, Denise, kind of tell us about that. I'd love to learn more about that.
Okay, well, actually, I've won awards for my marketing, for direct mail marketing, for website. My website's won Best Realtor Website many years. Right now, it's about to be rolled out, my new website, maybe in a week,
Okay.
and new and better. And I've always believed in marketing. I was on a billboard and I had properties that would move, that would change. I put the properties on. Now it's a bright line, so the billboard's not there anymore. But I do extensive marketing. Those are some of the publications that my properties are in. We have a beautiful listing now in Jade Ocean, and I did a 2-page spread.
Wow. Nice. Can you, a little closer to the camera just so we can all, nice. Oh, and bilingual. Okay. I like it.
So I really advertise my properties. I feature them in all different places, flyers, mailings. I do beautiful brochures.
Yeah. And then where would someone, like the brochure you just showed me, where do you send them to, or you lay them out in the property, or you hand them out at?
Property, I mail them. And I also mail in a silver envelope where somebody thinks they're getting a wedding invitation. So this same property,
Yep.
yeah,
Nice.
many people throw out all the postcards, so I do it this way.
Yeah.
And that particular property, I was written up in the Real Deal as I sold it and got the highest price in Dade County for the month.
Wow. Nice. How much was that?
That was 3,500,000.
Nice. Right. You
Or whipped up in the Real Deal for another property that was 3,700,000, and that was the highest sale in Hollywood for that month.
Right.
Yeah. In
Nice.
Broward County, so in Broward and Dade. And I love it's like I strive to get the best prices for my clients and break records in all the buildings. And yeah,
That's awesome. And what I especially like, what kind of stood out to me, and you even mentioned, I really like the silver envelope. That's a nice touch because, like you said, most people, if you just get a plain postcard, right, like you get thousands of them, you just throw them out. I also like that it's postcard format, but then you were able to, it's like unwrap it and there's a lot of information on it, a lot more information than you would get on a typical postcard. So that's awesome. And then
it's asked to be on a panel for the Board of Realtors, Legends versus Millennials.
nice.
So I spoke at like all the Board of Realtors together. They got together. So
Oh,
yeah.
awesome. Oh, and there's Mercedes. There's Mercedes with you.
Davies she had her own seat on the panel.
Of course. Of course.
I was
Oh,
on the cover of Ola Latinos magazine,
nice.
been on the cover of Broker Agent magazine, Miami Agent magazine. I spend fortunes of money advertising my properties, but this is something that I was asked, and it's privileged. And they did 5 pages on me inside the magazine, so it gets me out there. For
Yeah.
me, it helps.
Yeah, of course. And that's the number one thing, right? People recognizing your name and your brand. And then I know another thing that kind of stood out to me is you said you've won awards in both counties and cities and on the East Coast of Florida. So kind of, am I right to assume that you do everything from Broward, Miami, all the way up to where? Like maybe, can you shed some more light on what your territory is, so to speak?
And South Beach to Palm Beach.
Okay.
And dominantly Sunny Isles, Bell Harbor, Sunny Isles, Hollywood, Hollandale, Aventura, but South Beach to Palm Beach, although right now I have a gorgeous home in Orlando.
Okay. And that was a previous client that asked you to sell their home and you couldn't say no to a previous client, or why Orlando?
Nephew of a client. And they
Okay.
That's pretty far. It was 8 hours driving 2 ways in one day, but they said,
Nice, nice. So you still do a lot of print marketing, I see. That's awesome. Do you also do online marketing? Do you have a big online presence or?
towards us for social media,
Okay, awesome. And that's like Facebook and Instagram?
Instagram, Facebook, sure, LinkedIn.
Nice,
And
nice. Awesome. Now, I'd love to hear about, so you said you were on a panel, Legends versus Millennials. And I think I just want to know what the consensus or the synopsis of that panel was, because I think it's very fitting because I'm a millennial, right? And you're a legend. So I think, this episode is very fitting for that. So can you shed some more light on like what you guys talked about on that panel and what were your takeaways?
they talked a lot about some of the questions you asked today and the work ethic and how we got started and how we market, how we, uh,
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And then Denise, obviously everybody that, is successful and has been successful as long as you have knows that all the success stories is just one side of the coin, right? There's also challenges and headwinds with getting to the top, right? So can you just maybe highlight one or two challenges that you have faced in your career and how do you overcome those challenges?
well, I guess the biggest challenge was 2008 when the bubble burst.
Right.
That
Right.
was, I mean, but just have to persevere and keep working. And it always comes back, as we said before, marketers. But
Yeah.
everybody, so,
Up and down, right? And I know you have, like I kind of said earlier, you have a team of about 15 agents right now. Do you mentor a lot of like new real estate professionals or younger real estate professionals, or are they mostly experienced agents that you have on your team? And then what kind of advice would you give someone that is looking to buy or sell a home right now in this market on the southeast Florida coast?
advice, somebody that wants to buy or sell, well, I would just share with them all my knowledge and try to educate them to be knowledgeable about the one.
Nice. And to wrap it up, Denise, I know someone that is as successful as you every year. A big part of that is kind of setting goals, right, for your year and numbers and things like that. What are some of your goals for the rest of 2024?
2024 is not quite as busy as since the pandemic, 2020, 21, 22.
Yeah.
Keep it up, get your listings to sell, buyers to buy.
Yeah. No, of course. Of course. Nice. And Denise, if someone wants to reach out to you, if they have real estate needs in Southeast Florida from Miami Beach to West Palm Beach, how can somebody get in touch with you if someone has any real estate needs?
Oh, I'm very reachable. I'm on my phone 24/7. So
Okay.
5-409-0019 is my cell phone. And Denise at DeniseRubin.com is my email. And it's pretty findable when you go online and
Yeah, and we'll obviously make sure everybody can find you on all the social medias as well. We'll link all your pages down below as well. Denise, thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate your time to take some time out of your busy schedule to chat with me today. So I just want to thank you, and it was a pleasure having you on the show, and happy selling.
thank you for having me.
And that wraps up another insightful episode of the 239 Real Estate Roundtable podcast. I hope you enjoyed our discussions and gained valuable knowledge to enhance your home ownership journey here in Southwest Florida. A big thank you to our incredible guests and, of course, to you, our listeners, for joining us. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, or if you'd like to connect, feel free to reach out. You can find us on Instagram at @KevinTremmel_real estate, on Facebook at Kevin Tremmel Real Estate, or visit our website, kevintremmel.com. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Your feedback is crucial, and we're always eager to hear from you. Until next time, this is Kevin Tremmel, your host, signing off. See you on the next episode.